All right, welcome back. All right, well, I guess it's my turn, guys.
Take it over,
Thanks
Sal.
for that. As usual, I've got a little bit of Hollywood news to go around. In case anybody hasn't ever seen the show before, there is this little phenomenon that America likes to call Dancing with the Stars. It airs on ABC's, usually, I believe, what is it, on Mondays? Yeah, March 22nd. The newest season is going to air on Monday, March 22nd, and let me tell you, they have quite the cast to come up.
Let's hear it.
Right, so here it is. Here's the general list, and just in case anybody doesn't know who they are, I'll explain them after. We have Kate Gosselin, Pamela Anderson, Nicole Scherzinger, I can never pronounce that name correctly, Aidan Turner, Chad Ochocinco, thank you, Buzz Aldrin, Aaron Andrew, Niecy Nash, Evan Lisacek, and Jake Pavelka. Oh, and also Shannon Doherty. Sorry, I forgot that one. Shannon Doherty. So just to run down really quickly who they are, Kate Gosselin, if we didn't know, had a little reality show on TLC called John and Kate Plus 8 that was a smash hit, and she also got the Mother of the Year award. She did. Pamela Anderson, Baywatch and Playboy, and many other things that I'm sure come to mind.
Many other assets.
Nicole Scherzinger, Scherzinger, she is the lead Pussycat doll. Right. The Ochocinco is the wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Pavelka was the bachelor who last night picked a girl that apparently nobody likes. Brenda Walsh, Shannon Doherty. Sorry,
Shannon Doherty.
Brenda Walsh was her character's name on 90210 when she was still all. Aidan Turner also plays a character named Aiden on All My Children. Niecy Nash is best known as Deputy Williams on Reno 911 and is also the host of Clean House, which is not a reality show. It is a reality show, but it's a reality show about cleaning and getting your house together.
I love to watch Sal figure things out.
Aaron Andrews is an ESPN sportscaster, and Evan Lisacek is an Olympic gold medalist who was one of the rivals for Johnny Weir this year on the medals, in the Winter Olympics.
I'll be watching Aaron Andrews.
I'm kind of excited for this cast. I don't know about you.
I wish they had James Franco.
I don't normally watch Dancing with the Stars, but I can't even begin to explain how I feel about this cast.
I'm just happy it starts on Mondays after spring break because my mom is obsessed.
Let's talk, but I mean, just Kate Gosselin and Shannon Doherty in the same room together, dancing and like competing against each other.
Not a big Kate Gosselin fan.
I'm not either, but I just feel I can imagine the cat fights.
Oh boy, yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of drama within that cast.
Shannon Doherty in Mallrats. Good movie.
And I mean, Nicole Scherzinger just thinks that she owns the world because she's the head Pussycat doll.
Yeah.
Do it, dog.
I'm not quite sure if reality stars are stars per se. I don't know. Sorry. Something else that sometimes bothers me about this show is they do ballroom dancing. Like, it's not like they're learning lyrical dancing. Yeah.
And I feel like the people that always end up winning are the male celebrities because the male celebrities don't have to actually learn how to dance.
Yeah.
Shawn Johnson last year.
But Shawn Johnson is a gymnast. Shawn Johnson has flexibility
like
and control and stuff like that. Yeah. But all the men have to do is literally stand and like be the prop and guide the girl around. They don't have to do as much. So if you're actually dealing with like a female that doesn't know how to dance, then she is totally
cool. Well, let's take it over to Hollywood Highlights.
Yeah, let's see what Molly has for us in the rest of Hollywood.
Starting with movie buzz, once again, Martin Scorsese's suspense thriller Shutter Island led the box office this weekend, earning $22.2 million, with Paramount Pictures stating its overall earnings are $75 million. Cop Out opened at number 2 with $18.6 million in ticket sales, and this action comedy stars Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan as a pair of New York City cops and opened last weekend. In the number 3 slot, Overture's film zombie conspiracy thriller The Crazies, an update of his 1973 George Romero picture, opened with $16.5 million. What do you get when you add Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, a Disney animation classic, and Anne Hathaway? Opening this week is the much-anticipated movie Alice in Wonderland. Director Tim Burton is back with his whimsical, eerie, and fantasy-like spin on the classic Disney tale. His favorite castmates, Depp and Carter, stars the Mad Hatter and Red Queen, while Hathaway takes a crack at the White Queen. The story revolves around the 19-year-old Alice who returns to the magical world from her childhood adventure, where she reunites with her old friends and learns of her true destiny to end the Red Queen's reign of terror. You don't want to miss this very important date. Alice in Wonderland is rated PG for fantasy action violence involving scary images and situation, and opens this Friday in theaters everywhere and is playing in 3D in select theaters. In Hollywood buzz, Anderson Cooper. Okay, so he's one of my favorite news figures simply because I think he's so good looking, but sources are saying that he might be leaving Anderson Cooper 360 and joining the CBS network. With his contribution to 60 Minutes and with Katie Couric's 5-year contract ending in 2011, there might be a new host for the CBS Evening News. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. He was the Hottie McCotterson news anchor who was worth watching on the network. Sources are claiming that Anderson Cooper has already sat down with CBS News executives to discuss the future of Anderson's role within the network. Reports are now saying that former Growing Pains actor Andrew Koenig was found hung from a tree when his lifeless body was discovered in Stanley Park on Thursday. Sources close to Koenig say the actor didn't want to be found. An 11-person search party composed of Andrew's family and friends dreaded what they were going to find in the park. Andrew's mother and father have asked for people to donate to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline or U.S. Campaign for Berna in Andrew's honor because Koenig was a man who cared deeply about others, working on a grassroots himself level to help those in need. It's still so sad, and our thoughts continue to stay with the Koenigs. Does anyone else think that this season of American Idol is not as good as the last ones? No one has any spectacular talent comparable to past winners like Carrie Underwood, Jordan Sparks, Clay Aiken, and even Chris Allen, etc., etc. Every singer this season is not someone to distinctly want to remember, and fans are already in dismay that Simon Cowell is definitely not coming back. His replacements were rumored to be Howard Stern, Elton John, and even Perez Hilton. I say, Fox, let go of American Idol. It can only go downhill from here. Audiences are in luck if they want to see Shrek Forever Ever After before the movie's official release. E.T. has learned that the fourth installment of the movie franchise will open at the Tribeca Film Festival on opening night. The premiere will take place on Wednesday, April 21st, and the festival will run through May 2nd in New York City. Tribeca Film Festival co-founder Jane Rosenthal says, "We're so pleased that DreamWorks in Animation is bringing the final chapter of Shrek to the Tribeca Film Festival for its world premiere. I love the whole Shrek story, but my gosh, I thought they already had a last one." For all you Shrek friends, however, Shrek Forever After opens in theaters nationwide May 21st. With the Academy Awards just days away, past Oscar winners are gearing up to take the stage once again. Kathy Bates, Barbra Streisand, and Charlize Theron have all won Academy Awards and will be joined by former Oscar nominees Robert Downey Jr., Samuel L. Jackson, Queen Latifah, and John Travolta as presenters on the big night. Hosted by funny men Alec Baldwin and Steve Martin, who were recently in It's Complicated with Meryl Streep, the 82nd Annual Academy Awards will air on Sunday, March 7th on ABC. In music news, almost 7 months after calling off their latest tour when singer Steven Tyler fell off a stage, Aerosmith is headed back out again, this time to Europe. The Ready to Rock tour kicks off on June 10th in Sweden. It was only 2 months ago that Tyler checked into rehab for prescription pain management addiction, according to People magazine. Last August, Aerosmith canceled the remaining shows on their summer tour due to injuries sustained by frontman Tyler, after he fell from the stage during a concert in South Dakota. According to the band's website, doctors advised the singer to take time off to heal after the accident, which resulted in a broken shoulder and stitches to his head. And last but not least, for all you Glee fans, the stars of the hit show will stop in 4 cities for a series of shows to perform some of their biggest songs like Don't Stop Believing and Somebody to Love. The cast will stop in Phoenix, Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles. Tickets for the Phoenix show go on sale on Friday, March 12th, and Saturday, March 13th for the concerts in New York City, LA, and Chicago. That's all I had for you today. I'm Molly Kay, and tune in next week for your Hollywood highlights and the latest movie and music craze.